black people are not the original inhabitants of South Africa, which, in fact, they're realizing that now.
Hello, my friend. This was a common talking point for colonizers in South Africa, in which they tried to legitimize their rule and presence in the region. I'd say to justify South African apartheid by comparing it with some ancient migrations is honestly a poor strategy. The Bantu expansion that you're referring to is understood to have occurred through a series of agricultural migrations. These Bantu migrations are believed to have begun 5,000 years ago, reaching South Africa close to 2,000 years ago. There isn't strong evidence to suggest that they wiped out or completely replaced the pre-existing populations like I believe you implied, though of course it's likely that their presence in fertile areas pushed Khoisan people out to less fertile areas. Now, in my opinion, this doesn't compare to a conquest or a form of colonialism that shares the characteristics of the actual colonial rule endured by the country. Next, as Bantu-speaking populations have lived in southern Africa for many centuries, they do have some genetic ancestry from groups considered indigenous to this area as well. This is because the Bantu expansion wasn't simply a population replacement, but instead genetic studies suggest that pre-existing populations did assimilate and mix with the Bantu migrants. This whole argument you presented is sort of like telling an Indian that British colonialism is justified because part of their Indian ancestry is derived from Neolithic populations that existed outside the colonial borders of the subcontinent. It makes little sense.